We visited 4 beautiful resorts in South Cebu, across Moalboal, Carcar, and Aloguinsan. We'll be reviewing 2 eco farm stays for a not-so-typical resort experience and 2 tropical beach resorts for you to maximize your trip to one of the most beautiful islands in the Philippines. Been driving for almost an hour already. Dito na tayo sa city of Carcar. Now let's begin our journey in the land of Lechon. Now, Carcar Eco Farm is situated in the heart of Carcar, and this place is a semi-urban municipality that is already pretty developed, so you are not isolated in a very provincial area. So first impressions of the place, it is designed in a pretty modern fashion with a big lap pool in the middle, which a lot of visitors come here for. The property here is big as they continue to develop and expand this resort. They are complete with function rooms, event halls, and of course, the farm. So we shall explore that later. The rooms here are all very neat and they have tons of different room types, from this compact room with a single bed to this ultra big room with 7 beds. They've really got you covered. The accommodations here are pretty simple and straightforward. But what really makes this place unique is the farm experience. Radish. Ano yung Tagalog ng radish?
Masalang nila, radish.
Radish. Here you can pick some of the vegetables yourself as they use these ingredients for the food that they will prepare for you to eat. So really, it can't get any fresher than that. The servings of food here is pretty huge, so hopefully you have someone with you to eat with. Surprise mango shake. And the breakfast meals are also very simple and decent. While our next resort is also an eco farm stay, this one offers a completely different experience. But overall, I think this one is a very unique resort and is catered towards bigger groups of families or friends, or if you want to host a very special event. But first, the question is, how much does it cost to stay here? Now, the rates here in Carcar Eco Farm start at around 2,500 pesos per night for 2, including breakfast, which is around $45 US. So check out the links that I will provide. But before we move on to Aloguinsan, let me bring you to the Carcar City Public Market for the best lechon in the country. This is 5 minutes away from Carcar Eco Farm, and after buying your lechon from the vendors, you can bring it up where they have tables and plates for you to eat your lechon. Truly the best lechon that I have ever tasted. So after filling our tummies, it's time to go to Aloguinsan. Now this one is a more rural area compared to Carcar, bringing you closer to the mountains. La Joya is the biggest resort in our list, so I'm really excited to show you guys this one. Surrounded by greenery and stunning views of the mountains, this place really puts you in a completely different dimension. You'll notice that there's a mix of different accommodation types here as well. Here we stayed in the dome, which are these spherical glamping tents that are surprisingly spacious and very cozy. They have a 2-story villa that can accommodate big groups of people. But my favorite one here is the mountain villa, where you have your own jacuzzi overlooking the vast scenery of Aloguinsan. Just the perfect romantic accommodation that I have ever come across. These rooms all feel very premium and designed with elegance while maintaining the rustic and homey vibes of a tropical resort. But if you're looking for a more budget option here in La Joya, they also have dorm-type shared rooms, perfect for solo travelers. Now outside, you have a huge space to walk around, breathe in the fresh and cold air, and at night, this central area suddenly becomes an outdoor movie theater. Now this one is a more larger scale farm, and you'll be able to witness a display of colorful dragon fruits on the months of June to September. But I'm not sure if you can harvest the crops here, but what makes their farm interactive is the access to the farm animals. Here you can feed goats, chickens, turkeys, an ostrich, and a bunch of unique and beautiful birds.
And their infinity pool here is pretty insane. Look at how huge this thing is.
Now, aside from the top-notch rooms and unique experiences, our absolute favorite thing about this place is the food. Now, at this point, I've reviewed more than 50 plus resorts, and I can absolutely vouch that this has the best food in a resort that I have ever tried. From the savory and buttery merg makani,
Really good.
the spicy and aromatic laksa, to the juicy and sweet salmon, everything here tasted really heavenly. And to finish it all off with a sticky rice and hot chocolate. Now, if I could go back here just for the food, I absolutely would. Now, the next part of our adventure will be in Moalboal, where we'll be exploring 2 more stunning tropical beach resorts. But before we go there, how much does it cost to stay in La Joya? Here, the rates start at around 16,000 pesos or around $289 for 2 adults and 2 children according to their website, which includes breakfast and access to everything else already. So if you want the cheaper option, you can even book the dorm type room here. Just make sure to check the links in the description for the updated prices. So this one really is in the luxury side of things, but the experience here is absolutely worth it. Now let's move on to the beautiful Moalboal. Now, Moalboal is one of the most popular beach communities in Cebu. To me, it feels a little bit like Siargao in Surigao or La Union in Luzon. With lively streets and great restaurants, Moalboal is a more festive and touristy location, but what makes this place really stand out is the beautiful sea, which we will explore later on. Located 4 hours from Cebu City, which you can access again via the South Bus Station. Here we'll be exploring 2 distinct accommodations, starting off with Cebu Seaview Dive Resort. This one is a beachfront property and is strategically located near the center of tourist activities in Moalboal, but still secluded enough for a very peaceful and quiet stay. Now, right off the bat, I think this is one of the most holistic resorts here in Moalboal, with a big pool and views overlooking the sea and a vibrant surrounding. This place is usually fully booked because of this particular activity that they offer. Now, the rooms here have a very minimalist design but are very bright and clean. Our room even has a view of the garden and the sea from far away, so you can wake up to a nice and vibrant scenery. We also enjoyed some of the well-crafted dishes in the restaurant here, made by some of the most well-trained chefs. They have a diverse selection of food that tastes very high quality and leaning towards the more Western flavors. And when darkness comes, they have vibrant drinks here at the bar to light up your night. But what makes this resort special is this. Moalboal is another prime location for scuba diving in the Philippines because of its abundant seas. And Cebu Seaview is one of the top accommodations for this. Just look at some of the shots that they took around this area. But don't worry, because you can still witness the beautiful display of marine life with just free diving or snorkeling, which we did during our stay in the last resort we visited. But before that, how much does it cost to stay here in Cebu Seaview Dive Resort? The prices here start at around 3,400 or around $70 for the Garden Deluxe room. But I'm telling you guys that this place is so in demand that whenever you find an available room, make sure to book it right away. But don't worry, if you're going to Moalboal soon, the next one is a little more low-key but an absolute gem. Now, this resort to me really left a mark, so let's explore Tongo Hill Cottages. This one is a real hidden gem in the middle of Moalboal and is around 8 minutes away from Cebu Seaview. When you enter, the most prominent feature of this place is the huge pavilion in the middle of the resort, made completely out of natural materials, mostly bamboo. The design of this centerpiece is really stunning, and I just couldn't wait to chill and meditate in such a beautifully designed villa. The rooms here are also sustainably crafted and inspired by our cultural houses, the Bahay Kubos. The rooms don't have air conditioning because they really are promoting sustainability, and it's an eco-friendly accommodation but is designed to be very breezy inside. One feature that I absolutely love here is, you guessed it, the open showers. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I really like resorts with the open showers. They serve classic Filipino breakfast, which I absolutely love, along with some juice and coffee. So yeah, this isn't a very fancy type of accommodation. It's very simple, and I think that's really the appeal of Tongo Hill. The way this place seamlessly blends into the environment and the attention to detail when designing a homey accommodation like this, it really gives you the space and time to think and just be at peace. At night, this place lights up beautifully with a bonfire and some s'mores while watching the bright starry sky. And the pavilion in the middle also comes alive and transforms into an outdoor cinema. You can also request a massage here, which will really complete the relaxing experience here at Tongo Hill. Now, before we reveal the price, during our stay here in Tongo Hill, we visited an old friend who guided us to see the treasure of Moalboal, the sardines. So this is Kuya Abay Abay. He actually guided us in my first vlog in Cebu, and I was really happy to see him here again, and he was really excited to guide us and once again experience the beauty of the underwater here in Moalboal.
New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah. New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah.
So make sure to contact him when you visit if you want great shots like this. Now going back to Tongo Hill, how much does it cost to stay here? Now the prices here start at around 3,500 per night, but the minimum stay here is at least 2 nights. So for such a beautiful and unique accommodation, I think that is an absolute bargain. Now if you're visiting Cebu and you want to stay nearby the airport and nearby the city, make sure to stay tuned because we have another stunning resort here for you in our channel. So I hope this video helped you and inspired you to visit the southern part of Cebu. We will be exploring different parts of Cebu in the next few videos. So join me as we travel the Philippines with purpose. Maraming salamat and paalam.
New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah.